Dr. Krishna Kumar sir, as you have mentioned that there is a mismatch between two different rooms in a ministry, mismatch between two different departments. So let us see food or spices. Let us see spices. If we see the pesticide MRL, that is of the Ministry of Health, means whether that particular pesticide is safe or unsafe, what parameter they have fixed, what MRL they have fixed. Another is that we need more and more spices, as you have mentioned regarding the Vietnam. We need more and more increase the production. So the Ministry of Agriculture, they are the responsible for that sufficient production, and Ministry of Commerce, they see what is the requirement of the importing country. So whether that Ministry of Health is fixing that level which is acceptable to the importing country or not. So all this thing has to be taken into consideration. For example, that Ministry of Health in 2018, they have come with a gazette notification where they have mentioned that if there is no MRL, 0.01 default MRL is taken into consideration. If we see the spices, we have a very limited number of MRL which have been notified because of the less number of label claim. So if any spices contain that other pesticide that more than 10 ppb, that will be liable to the rejection. Okay, that I will take later on. Next slide. As you have mentioned, pesticide play a very important role because of we have to protect, we have to increase, we have to control the insect and pest. Next. Security, that very important because population is increasing, demand is increasing, our cultivated area is decreasing. Next. How we can increase? Can we double our cultivated area? Can we introduce new variety which can give 2 times or 3 times that what the variety which are available, or minimize losses? This is a question to that all the participants. They just think over it. Next. This is our project, network project, ICR, since 1984. Next. This is how we are conducting multi-locational trial following GAP and to work out between application and harvest of the produce that a particular crop is raised, pesticide was applied, and the sample are taken at the different interval to know what is that residue on the crop. Next. These are the network of laboratory across the country which are the part of our network project. Next. This all the 14 laboratory under this, as mentioned by Dr. Manish, that quality data needs to be generated, and this is the initiative. We have initiated our accreditation since 2008, and our 14 center are now NABL accredited. Now that our honorable DG has asked that various institute, they should also go for the accreditation, and this activity is going on for the last 1 year, that at least few labs of each institute should be have NABL accreditation. They should be they should generate the quality data and should have the NABL accreditation. Next. The MRL, as we are talking about the GAP and rejection, I think there is some gap between GAP and POP. We should clearly understand what is GAP and what is POP. GAP is a good agriculture practices where that all research activities are performing, and POP is that when that GAP is well established and have that legal sanctity, only then it can be referred to that farmers. That is package of practices. For example, for spices, on cardamom, which I have collected, only 5 pesticides are recommended as per the CIBRC label claim, that is quinalphos, mono, lambda, acetyl aluminum, and 2 other fungicide. Only 5 pesticides. Means only these 5 pesticides can be recommended to the farmers as per the GAP. No other pesticide can be recommended, whether that pesticide is effective or ineffective as per that CIBRC label claim. Means that pesticide have been tested for the bioefficacy study, for the residue and risk assessment has been done, and that's why it has been recommended in the label claim. So this is GAP and POP, and this our project has generated lot of trials, and 115 MRL have been fixed by this FSSAI as well as label claim by the CIB and RC. Next, the reason, there are so many reasons for this application, that farmers is not following GAP. Non-approved of the pesticide means non-recommended pesticide, which I had just explained, that which have the label claim, and as per that approved use of the pesticide, and sometime that more number of application are applied by the farmers, and sometimes that cocktail, and sometimes the spurious, and what kind of pump. There are so many reasons for this, that we have that residue, more residue. Next. Now the detection of pesticide residue means, as especially the spices, which is a big exportable, and that can be rejected because of the pesticide residue. Number two, stringent MRL by the importing country, or limited MRL fixed on a particular pesticide crop at national and international level. So if we have a limited number of MRL, so definitely there will be issue at the national level and the international level. These few points, these are very important to take corrective action. We are talking about that Vietnam issue and that grapes. But the thing is, spices is a different. What are the gap in that plant protection of the spices? That has to be taken into consideration. Next, for that, what is the pesticide in the pesticide in food commodity? So there was a JPC, Joint Parliamentary Committee, long back. Then ministry initiated the monitoring scheme, DAC and FW. Next slide. Now this is, I'm talking about this monitoring. Next. These are so many labs under various ministry. They are the part of this monitoring scheme. Next. These are the laboratory. You can see 33 laboratory across the country, which they collect the sample, and all the laboratory are ISO IEC 17025 accredited. If any laboratory to be part of the monitoring scheme, that should be ISO IEC 17025 and should have the facilities of GCMSMS and LCMSMS. Next. These are that you can see the different labs across the country. Next. These are the commodity which we are monitoring. That since this is focus on this spices, so you can see that various important spices which we are monitoring. Next. Just go back, please, previous slide. Yeah, curry leaf. Krishna Kumar sir has pointed about that what to do for the curry leaf. Yes, lot of spices are there because lot of insect and pest attack the curry plant. The point is, not a single pesticide has the label claim on curry leaf. That's why there is no MRL. That's why at the national level and the international level, when the importing country tests the curry leaf, they detect the pesticide. We also detect the number of pesticides. But the point is, there is no label claim and no MRL at national and international level. Next. These are our monitoring result. As you can see that about 2 to 3% sample, they are above the maximum residue limit in all, including all food commodities. But as far as spices are concerned, the detection, we have about in general, we have about 15 to 20% detection in all various food commodities, but in spices, our detection is about 70 to 80% sample, they have the pesticide residue. And unfortunately, only very few pesticide have the label claim, then that we have the MRL. Next. These are that, as you can see, number of sample various during last 3 years. You can see cardamom 95% detection, cumin 94, coriander 68%, fennel 56, dry ginger like this. So detection are quite high in spices, or as far as our past experience for the last 15-20 years monitoring that pesticide in spices, we have the maximum number of detection. Next. Now we are talking about that codex, Mr. Dave, they have pointed out some given that how the whole system is working, but I'll give you the that first-hand information how that MRL Indian data are utilized for the MRL which we have generated for that under our monitoring scheme at the MRL level. Next. Now, Codex, as already explained, Mr. Dave, that so many countries, India is also signatory of this. Next. Now, the point is, if something has to be taken up at the Codex level, that should be included in the schedule and priority list. For example, for the pesticide, if any pesticide needs to be MRL at Codex level, that should be included in the schedule and priority list. And for that particular country has to raise the flag during the Codex meeting, and they have to inform submit this commodity, this particular pesticide for the MRL fixation, which either presently they don't have, or they may have the much stringent present MRL. So that has to be included in the priority list, and they will see when that can be taken up. That whole data has to be generated, and they have to see whether this can be taken after 3 year or 4 year. It cannot be immediately. Then when you go to the meeting and you just say that we want to fix this, that is not the way. So there is a
Sir, there seems
well-defined
to be some audio
procedure
problems.
that how that data can be given to that to the CCPR and JMPR FAO WHO. Next. So CCPR, okay, is it okay?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Is
change
it
it.
okay?
Yeah, it's okay now.
Is it okay?
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, okay. So that as I discussed that for the spices.
Sir, you can switch off your video, sir, because there is some bandwidth problem.
Okay, thank you. Have the provision for supervised field trial data if any data is available. Okay. Now, provision
Okay,
for
sir.
other
Okay.
crop,
Yeah.
you have to give slide. Next slide. So, if go back, please. So this is, I'll give my what we have done in that Codex meeting in 2014. It was agreed for the monitoring data for MRL. So India, given the 487 sample of cardamom monitoring data which we have done during 2009 to 2014, And in the 46th session, India submitted monitoring data of the various spices in 2015 to the JMPR for MRL fixation and risk assessment. Next slide, please. Yes. So if you see that out of 487, 133 have the residue of cypermethrin. They are increasing from 0.1 to as high as 2.97. And in 2015, the JMPR evaluated our monitoring data and they have proposed the MRL of 3 ppm of cypermethrin and replacing earlier 0.43, which was very, very stringent as compared to the 3 ppm. Next slide. Now, if you see, especially for that, these are all data which has been generated under MPRNL scheme, monitoring scheme. And you can see the third column, what was the, especially for the cypermethrin cardamom, earlier was 0.5 ppm. Now it has been notified after 2015-16 from 0.5 to 3 ppm. And these 3 ppm has been adopted by the European Union also. So as mentioned in that discussion with Mr. Dave regarding the harmonization, there is a procedure for the harmonization. Even globally, if some residue MRL is fixed at the codex level, the risk assessment is performed by the individual country, and if they find it is safe, that can be easily adopted. So regarding the FSSAI, there is no issue if the risk assessment is performed, since these are the data which have been given by the India. So that can be easily adopted, but unfortunately that has not been adopted so far. And in spite that whole data has been routed through the national codex point. So this is the present scenario. Next. We have submitted more data since our monitoring scheme that especially for the cardamom, because this is considered as a queen of spices and have that much more export potential. So our focus is on that cardamom. We have given more data in the JMPR, and we are waiting for since last year that needs to be discussed during the CCPR meeting because of COVID-19. However, that whole data has been evaluated by the JMPR, and it is in the JMPR report. If you see the JMPR report, they have proposed the MRL, but that needs to be discussed in the CCPR meeting so that that can be notified in that Codex website. Next. This is the Codex that Indian delegation is regularly participating. Next. Thank you very much.